You've loved with all your heart. You've poured yourself into someone who, at one point, seemed like everything you ever wanted. But now, looking back, you realize that person wasn't the one God had in mind for you. Maybe it hurt. Maybe you felt betrayed, misunderstood, or lost. But what if I told you that the love you gave to the wrong person was never wasted? What if God allowed you to love the wrong person first to teach you, refine you, and prepare you for the love that He has truly planned for you? This video dives deep into why God sometimes lets us experience heartbreak, and how that very pain can lead us to His perfect purpose for our lives. We've all been there. We've all loved someone who wasn't meant to stay, or maybe we didn't realize it at the time. But looking back, we see it now. We gave our hearts, our time, and our energy to someone who wasn't right for us. And the question often arises, why did God allow this to happen? Why did He let us experience that love, that connection, only to have it fade away or leave us broken? If you're right here, and you've ever been in a relationship that didn't work out, or loved someone who didn't feel the same way, this message is for you. Because sometimes, God lets us love the wrong person first, and it's not a punishment. It's preparation. The first thing we need to understand is that God sees the bigger picture. In our human perspective, we see love as something we should get right. We want to find the right person, have the perfect relationship, and live happily ever after. But God doesn't just want us to have a love story that looks perfect on the outside. He wants us to experience the depths of His love, understand the strength of our own hearts, and learn to love in a way that reflects His heart for us. Sometimes, we have to go through the wrong relationships to learn what true love really is. Think about the story of David in the Bible. Before he became king, he had to endure countless battles and struggles. He had to face rejection, failure, and even the loss of relationships that were meant to prepare him for his future calling. David was anointed king long before he ever wore the crown. The time before his coronation was a period of refinement, testing, and growth. Similarly, God sometimes allows us to love the wrong person, not because we're not worthy of the right one, but because He is refining us, teaching us, and growing us. Loving the wrong person first teaches us valuable lessons. We learn about our own weaknesses, our hopes, our desires, and sometimes we learn what we're willing to compromise on. Through the pain of unrequited love or a relationship that simply wasn't meant to be, God can show us where our hearts need healing, where our expectations may be unrealistic, and where we need to grow. It's in these moments that God's love for us becomes even more apparent, as He walks us through the pain to a place of deeper understanding. The truth is, God loves us too much to leave us where we are. And sometimes, loving the wrong person is part of the journey that leads us to the right one. But it is not just about the person we were meant to be with. It is about who we become in the process. Romans 8:28 tells us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." God uses every situation, even the heartbreak, the failed relationships, and the mistakes, to work something good in us. When we experience the wrong relationship, we learn what we truly need, what we value, and what we deserve. These lessons shape us into the person God intends for us to be, so that we can love the right person with a heart that's been refined, not broken. This season of waiting, of healing, and of growth is essential for your future. While it may seem like you've lost something, a person, a love, a connection, what you've really gained is wisdom. You've gained clarity on what matters most, what true love looks like, and what you will not settle for. When you finally meet the person God has for you, you'll be equipped to love in a way that's deeper, healthier, and more fulfilling than anything you could have imagined before. The turning point in this journey comes when you stop seeing your past relationships as failures and start seeing them as stepping stones. You realize that God allowed you to love the wrong person, not to punish you, but to teach you. He allowed you to experience that love so you could better understand His love, so you could learn the true meaning of unconditional love, and so you could be prepared for the love He truly has in store for you. You start to understand that every heartbreak, every disappointment was part of God's perfect plan. refining your heart, guiding your steps, and teaching you to trust Him with your future. When you realize this, the weight of the past relationships begins to lift. You stop carrying the guilt or regret of loving the wrong person, and instead, you embrace the lessons learned. You see that God has been with you through it all, guiding you, healing you, and drawing you closer to Him. And in that realization, you start to walk forward with new confidence, new hope, and a deeper understanding of God's love for you. So, if you've ever wondered why God let you love the wrong person, I want to remind you that it's not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you are ready to embrace the love that God has been preparing for you all along. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and know that He has used every moment, every heartache, to shape you into the person He has called you to be. You are not defined by your past relationships, but by the love God has for you, and the love He will bring into your life when the time is right. God's plan for you is far greater than anything you could have imagined. So, embrace the lessons of this season. Trust in His timing, and know that when the right person comes into your life, you'll be ready, because you will have already learned the most important lesson of all, that God's love is the greatest love of all.